patchwork continues. Once I got under there, I noticed a lot more holes than I originally had seen. So I'm going to wait for all of this to dry, and then maybe throw on another layer on top, or sand it down a bit and then add another layer, and then sand it down again, and then paint. All right, let's go see how the other side's still doing. Yeah, see, stuff hardens up pretty well. I'll leave that on overnight. The harder the better. Let's see, missed a spot. Okay. White Bear Lake Park in beautiful White Bear Lake, Minnesota. The sun is setting. So I have another maybe 45 minutes to an hour before it sets fully west that way. But it's definitely cooled off. So I'm gonna go and have at it with the step rails. Now that I'm in the shade, and it's about 80 degrees right now, I believe. It was hot and muggy earlier. Too hot to get anything done comfortably. But here we go. So I've got my aluminum foil and some foil tape. I figured I'd use that to hold some of the foil crumble balls in better. And then I'm going to sand it down with some 80 grit 3M sandpaper, of course, 3M, of course. I have a wire bristle brush here to sand off any excess rusting in paint. Oh, that's what I forgot to bring out. Let me get the can of paint. Okay, I'm going to use a good old Rust-Oleum gloss. Wait, it's not focusing. There we go. Gloss protective enamel. Superior coverage and durability, stops rust. Whatever. Same stuff I used on here last time. But whatever. And then look what I found when I was digging up that can. Tire Shine Pro. My other can got stolen with the buckets that I mentioned in one of my other videos. So I sprayed that on. Let that sit and take effect while I work on the undercarriage and all that. Looks nice. Oh yeah. All right, let's get to it. So I got in here with the wire brush and I started scraping away into the undercarriage. Let me try to get as better picture as I can. Wow, it's hard to make out, but all right. A lot of this stuff started coming off loosely. Not so much on the step rail, but I did notice there were a few spots. Oh, damn finger. There we go. I did notice there were a few spots that I missed. So I'll come back and do those once I see how everything ends up. But from these cavities, all of this debris came out. Huh. I don't know if it's road stuff. I mean, it just stuff everywhere. And that hole got a lot bigger as I started scraping away with the wire brush. But yeah, better to take care of it now than let it get worse, especially with the road salt here in beautiful Minnesota. Okay. Let's see if there's another spot back there that I missed, I didn't patch. Now let me have at it with the sandpaper here and see how this grinds down. Hopefully it'll work. If not, I'll have to use something else to try to get it flush with the rail. Okie doke. So this is what it looks like after sanding it down. It's nice and flush with the rail. Cool, man. So yeah, I'll get to that one. Right over here, same thing, nice and flush, no ridges, no bumps. Well, except for the old metal. And then that one, what I'll end up doing is filling in here in these depressions so that the whole thing is flush, because it is on the outer edge, but there are these little divots and depressions. So I'm going to leave it like this overnight so that this layer can be exposed and dry out. This, man, this is going to be a whole other, I don't know, it's almost like a whole other video. But now I'll put it all together. It's coming along. I'll do the other side, I'll sand down the other side, and then go from there. So this is the passenger side. Did as much as I could by hand. Found it really difficult to get under there to do that. So I did a little bit there. I did all of that one. And as I was going at it with these and thinking about what I needed to do down there, I just figured, you know what, let me just get a power sander. Now that I've done it manually, the hard way, I'm gonna get it, or at least a good block, because I was just using the sheets of 60 grit, not 80, 60, without even using a block. And yeah, that gets uncomfortable. It works, definitely works. You just gotta secure it better, you know, the paper, or just use a little power sander, a little belt. Okay. And the work continues. We've got my apprentice, Dorian, helping me out here. This will give him some good training, valuable learning. Right, Dorian? How's it coming along?
Pretty good.
Easy work? Yeah, like I said, don't worry about getting your hands dirty. They will, but we got the wipes and a bunch of stuff to clean up after. All right, so he's going to continue to use the wire brush to scrape away all the debris for as much as possible from under the undercarriage. And then he'll finish sanding off the rail while I pack it up with foil and foil tape, and then use the putty on top of that again. We'll pick it up in the next chapter. So check this out. I've got the foil tape covering up that gap. I stuffed some crumbled up foil in there just to give it some filler. I didn't really need it, but I don't know, just peace of mind, I guess. I know there's something in there other than just open gap. But this is going to hold up nicely. Once I put a coat of the plaster putty, or the plumber's putty over that, and then sand that down and paint it, that's going to look great. See, there's that hole that I missed. I stuffed that and put some putty over that. So let me continue doing the work on this one, and then that beast right there. Cool. Meanwhile, Dorian, how things going over there, Dorian?
Pretty good.
Dorian's chewing through sandpaper like they were gummy bears. Right, Dorian?
Mm-hmm.
Let's come around and see how he's doing. All right, what do we got, Dorian?
This one is flush now, and then I'm trying to get this one and this one flush.
Cool.
And then there's all the putty powder.
Putty powder. Putty powder. Isn't that what they call you in junior high? Putty powder? Cool. Yeah, but this Gator brand sandpaper sucks. Right, Dorian?
Mm-hmm. Like, I
mean, it's getting the job done, but he's going through too many sheets too quickly. Definitely the 3M brand 60 grit is a lot more durable, but it's the little tool that we needed, you know, to give you some backing and some pressure. It's getting the job done, though, and that's what matters. What happened to the knee pads? Too itchy?
Yeah.
You'll appreciate it when you get older. Meanwhile, Talia's found a nice, quiet, secluded space. Hi, baby. You nut. You silly kitty. Alright, checking in on Dorian's progress here. Things are looking beautiful. Smooth. Listen to this. So here, if you can't hear a clink, like that, That's because it's smooth. See that? Nice. Right on. See? So it's got a little bit of work to go here and on this one, but yeah, these are big chunks. These are big holes. Awesome. Now you won't break it when you step into it. Yeah. Cool. Good job. All right. The work continues. Driver side patched up. Let that adhesive sit for a while. And then I'm going to cover all this with plumber's putty. Damn finger. But yeah, that looks a lot better even just like that. I could paint over that, but it's flimsy. See? Oh, I don't know if you can tell, but all right. You can push that in, and I don't want that. I want this to be solid. I stuffed it with foil, and then I taped it up with foil tape. Meanwhile, Dorian continues to make progress on the sanding. He's switched over to completely 60 grit 3M brand paper only, exclusively. Right, Dorian? Mm-hmm. Why?
3M is better.
Because it's better. That's right. Cool. And now for the final phase of operation, restoration, repair, step rail. We're going to paint. You can back up a little bit. Yep, there you go. Yeah.
Right here?
Yep, all of that. Just do the whole thing. Go to town on the whole rail. Not only this patch it, right, exactly, but the whole thing.
Even the right here?
Well, no. No, not the plastic. That's why I masked it off. Yeah, back up a little bit so it doesn't drip like that. Yeah, exactly. Brush, brush, brush. Brush, 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 back and forth. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Hell yeah. Is the putty taking the paint pretty well?
Yeah.
Nice. I was afraid it would soak up somehow. You'd have to use like a primer or something. Órale.
That good?
Yeah. What do you think? Look at that. That's a lot better, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get in from this side where the sun is shining on it. Yeah, I forgot to tell you to tape up your fingers so you don't get paint everywhere. Yeah. Now you know, right? Mm-hmm. Cool, man. Let that dry and pick it up from there. There it is. The finished product. There's the step rail, passenger side. Painted. Yeah, let me get under here. That's the undercarriage with the foil tape painted over and stuffed with crumbled up aluminum foil underneath, and then the plumber's putty over it. It's solid. I won't get any salt and dirt and mud and stuff in there and corrode it any further. I kind of left the under rail part here just kind of textured for a bit, just cause make it look like I've been off-roading, I suppose. I don't know. Just kind of my thing. All right, let's check the other side. And the driver's side. The driver's side I actually finished yesterday. But as you can see, also looking awesome. Again, the textured stuff on the rail I don't mind. And even these little gaps I missed here, I kind of want to see how the winter corrodes it. Oh man, oh look at that, I forgot to paint this side. Oh, well good. This way I can show you how hard this gets. I think I need to put more putty. That's what it was. Yeah, I ran out of putty. But I'll leave it like that for a bit, for a while, a couple days. I don't know. So there it is. That is the undercarriage step rail repair project. All done. I want to thank Dorian, my apprentice, for his assistance on this little project. More to come.